They all do the same job.
I don't want to be, don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Club Shay Shay is getting messier and messier. It's almost like Wendy Williams didn't go anywhere. She just got a weight set.
The number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen.
Hey y'all, before we dive into this juicy drama, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment with your thoughts on this wild story. Let's get the convo poppin'.
Initially, I was going to do it, and it kept my schedule. It just didn't work out, but I'm glad I didn't. I thought it got to be too messy, and I said it out loud. I think for a while, Club Shay Shay was like Wendy Williams with a weight set. Like, hey, this dude. I mean, it was messy. The reason that those people went on Club Shay Shay in its first iteration before it became successful, it's because we saw what he did. And the reason I was going to go on it is because we saw what Skip did to him. I said any number of things about the way Skip.
DL Hughley just jumped into the drama, and he's got a lot to say about Shannon Sharpe. He says Shannon's in big trouble for making secret deals with powerful people in the industry. Now those people want something back, but Huey's not the only one talking. Everyone's gossiping, and Shannon's name is getting dragged. It looks like he's the next guy about to get called out.
And I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so.
People are saying Shannon made a sneaky promise to some big shots in Hollywood. That promise helped him get famous and successful, but Hollywood doesn't do favors for free. Now those powerful folks are coming for payment, and Shannon's panicking. It might be too late. The rumors are getting loud, and some say a group of women are getting ready to sue him. The stuff they're accusing him of? It's wild.
Sunned him.
Is that when he said, put your glass back on or something like that?
That was so horrible to me that I think a lot of people were determined to help this black man be successful because of what had happened to him. And to kind of curate all that bull and have that place that they worked so hard for you to have, so you would have your own space, be just an amalgamation and curate all the bull that is happening in our community seemed insulting to me.
Right. And we're talking about, man, some of the same people that rallied around him to make sure he was good.
So what does DL Hughley know? Is Shannon really being pressured behind the scenes? That's what's got people worried. Huey's been calling Shannon out for a while, saying he's hanging with bad people and forgetting his roots. Shannon just laughed it off, but when the lawsuits started popping up online with all the messy details, Huey went hard. He tweeted, "Shannon's lucky he's not on Club Shay Shay with me." Some of Shannon's fans said Huey's being too harsh, attacking a guy who's already in trouble, but others think Huey's got a point.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Here's the deal. Huey's been mad at Shannon for years. Their fight goes way back. Huey says Shannon turned Club Shay Shay into a show that tears down other black men just for views and attention. Huey called Shannon Wendy Williams with muscles because he thinks the show's all about gossip, not truth. Huey says Shannon's podcast cares more about going viral than helping the community. He's mad that Shannon lets shady guests say whatever to get more clicks. Huey's done with it.
This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty.
Last year on Vlad TV, Huey ripped into Shannon. He said he'd never go on Club Shay Shay no matter how much money they offered. He said the show's too messy, and Shannon lets troublemakers trash anyone they want. Everyone knows who he's talking about. Cat Williams. That crazy episode got almost 90 million views, making it one of the biggest podcast episodes on YouTube. Cat came in hot, throwing shade at every big comedian. Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Kevin Hart. No one was safe.
Right, let me tell y'all what Shannon needs. Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. I do. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
But here's the twist. Kat didn't even go after Huey. Still, Huey wasn't cool with it. He slammed both Kat and Shannon, saying the interview was fake and messy. And here's the wild part. Kat tried to warn Shannon in that episode. Remember when he said Shannon was loyal to losers? Everyone thought it was a joke, but now it seems like Kat was serious.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. You know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case.
Most people didn't catch it, but Kat was dropping hints. He wasn't just joking, he was quietly pointing out Shannon's connections to some powerful industry people. Kat said Shannon made deals with the big bosses who control everything. If you listened close, Kat kept talking about how dangerous it is to sell your soul. He wasn't talking about spooky stuff, he meant the people who run Hollywood, the ones who decide who gets famous and who gets dropped.
For him to offer 10 million says that there might be some truth to this, because I'm not offering nobody no 10 million if I know I didn't do anything. And I think the only reason that 10 million didn't work, Killer, I want to know how you feel about this. I think the 10 million didn't work because the pimp need his cut. You know, just allegedly. I'm not saying there is a pimp, right? But let me give you. It's just an idea. This is just an idea, right?
Kat didn't stop there. He mentioned Kevin Hart, saying he had deals set up before he even got famous. Kat said that's what happens when you give up control. You're stuck following orders. But Kat wasn't only talking about Kevin. He was also taking shots at Shannon, hinting at his weird friendships and spilling some personal stuff. Kat warned Shannon about getting mixed up with certain women, especially white women. It's like he knew what was coming. Now, the drama's here. Shannon's facing a $50 million lawsuit. Yep, you heard that right, from a woman named Gabriella Zuniga, also called Gabby. And the details? Super messy. Gabby says Shannon was controlling, manipulative, and violent. She claims things got bad after his Instagram live mess last year. When she tried to walk away, she says Shannon got mad and got physical at her house. Then earlier this year, Gabby says Shannon sweet-talked her into meeting up again. But when they were alone, she says he went too far, ignoring what she said and crossing lines.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
Here's the tough part. Gabby was only 19 when they started hanging out. Shannon, in his mid-50s, that age difference already has people talking, but there's more. The big shock came when private texts leaked, shared by Shannon's team. Those texts show Gabby and Shannon were into some wild private stuff. One text had Gabby saying, "Put a collar on me and choke me." Another said, "You want this, $25K for each cheek." It gets crazier. "I want you to marry me." And then, "Put a baby in me and you're stuck with it." And Shannon's lawyers shared those texts to show it was all mutual, just two people having fun, not anything forced. They also put out a statement saying Gabby's lawsuit is fake, just a way to grab quick cash. They're blaming her lawyer, Tony Busby, calling it a dirty trick to mess with Shannon. Shannon's team says the $50 million lawsuit is full of lies and twisted stories. They're sure it'll fall apart in court. Shannon says every accusation, especially the ones about being violent, is totally made up. He's calling it blackmail. He's not backing down either. His team says he's standing strong and ready to fight in court to clear his name. They think when all the facts come out, the case will collapse. Shannon himself called the lawsuit a money grab, saying Gabby and her lawyer are just after a big paycheck. He's not letting them win without a fight, but the drama keeps going. Shannon says Gabby and Busby have a 30-second video of him and Gabby, and they're threatening to post it. But Shannon says the video's edited to make him look bad and play into stereotypes. He's daring them to release the full 10-minute version, saying it'll tell the real story.
And play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million.
Now things get wilder. People are saying this isn't just a random fight. Some think the industry bosses, the same ones Shannon supposedly made deals with, keep secret stuff like videos to control people. If someone steps out of line, they use that stuff to ruin them. So did Shannon mess up? Or is he just a piece in a bigger game? These industry bosses don't play nice. Rumors say they keep all kinds of private videos as weapons. Insiders say Diddy had secret recordings of famous people doing stuff that could end their careers. Now, fans are wondering if Shannon's caught in something huge. Some say Gabby's lawsuit is a cover-up, a distraction to punish Shannon for not following the rules, and the timing? Super sketchy. Right before this drama blew up, Shannon was about to sign a $100 million deal for his podcast after leaving his old network. He was meeting with everyone, and people wanted in on Club Shay Shay's success. And why not? With over 4 million subscribers and the most watched podcast episode on YouTube, Shannon was about to be a legend. He ruled football, and now he was taking over podcasts.
And that's why I wanted to say it, to get Stats' opinion. I knew when I said that she was going to go, yeah. No, you can't be on your way to 100 million. I keep telling Killer, right? And picking these kind of girls. You can't do that. We talked about this with Ant-Man.
But now everything's at risk. Fans aren't buying the timing. They say this lawsuit hit way too perfectly, like someone planned it months ago and waited for the right moment. Shannon's $100 million deal was so close, and now it's slipping away. Some even think this is a hit job by the same industry bosses Shannon worked with. Fame always comes with a price. Word is, before the lawsuit went public, Gabby's team was talking with Shannon's lawyers about a quiet $10 million deal to keep it out of court. Both sides were almost good, but Gabby's team backed out last minute. Why ditch $10 million? That's a lot of money. People say Shannon offering that cash makes him look guilty. If you're innocent, why not fight to prove it?
Is like a fallacy or some kind of hoax or something like this, because he was about to get a bunch of money. And you know, when you're about to get a bunch of money, people that hate on you just wait until you're about to get that money and rain on your parade. But we can't say that.
That's got fans suspicious. Look at what happened with Diddy and Cassie. He paid $30 million to settle her case. Why? Because her proof was so strong, going to court would have been worse. Now people wonder, was Shannon trying to pay Gabby to stay quiet? And why did she say no? The only reason you'd turn down $10 million is if you've got something big, proof like videos, texts, or recordings that show what really happened. And with leaks coming out, it's not looking good for Shannon. 2 audio clips have dropped so far. In the first one, Shannon's voice makes him sound bad. He's not just talking, he's saying stuff that hurts his case. If Gabby has more, this could get huge. In one clip, you hear Gabby and Shannon arguing. At one point, Shannon threatens to choke her after she says no. He says, "You don't get to choose." Scary stuff. The second clip's just as bad. Shannon allegedly says he'll do it in public, no shame at all. Gabby's lawyer, Tony Busby, says there's more audio coming and it's worse. People think that's why Gabby skipped the $10 million deal. If she's got strong proof, she might win way more in court. But there's another idea floating around, and it's dark. Some say Gabby's not acting alone. They think powerful people are pushing her to skip the deal and take Shannon down in court. Why walk away from $10 million and go for a $50 million lawsuit? That's a big jump. Some insiders even say there's someone else behind Gabby's moves. Could it be the same industry bosses Shannon worked with? People are starting to wonder. Even Mace and Cameron talked about it on their podcast, and Mace said something cryptic. He made it sound like this isn't just about Shannon and Gabby, it's bigger than a bad breakup. Mace didn't hold back. He said, "This ain't just about them, something else is going on." And just like that, the rumors grew. More people think Shannon's legal mess is part of a bigger plan, a quiet fight when you stop doing what the bosses want. Mace hinted Shannon's downfall might be planned, like someone big gave the order to ruin him. With all this evidence dropping, it's hard not to wonder who's winning by watching Shannon fall. Things get shadier. Some say those audio clips were leaked on purpose, not for fairness, but to control things. People think this might be a warning to other stars, stay in line or you're next. Meanwhile, Gabby's been quiet. No posts, no statements, no interviews. Her team's playing smart, like they're waiting for the perfect time to drop something huge and end Shannon for good. The streets are watching. Some feel sorry for Shannon, others say he's getting what he deserves. Either way, this lawsuit's not just gossip now. It's a full-on war with secret plans and hidden truths. Whatever's next, someone wants Shannon out of the game. Mace wasn't shy. He said if Shannon was really innocent, he wouldn't have offered $10 million. But then he threw a curveball, saying maybe Gabby had someone pushing her to go to court. Was he joking? Maybe, but it got people talking. And here's where it gets messy. As soon as the lawsuit hit the internet, ESPN acted fast. They didn't wait for the courts or Shannon's side of the story. They told him to step back from his job right away. Word is they're planning to cut him loose for good. Even his friend Stephen A. Smith, who backed him before, is now silent. This is the same guy who stood by Jay-Z during a scandal. Now he's staying out of it. So what's really happening? Is Shannon guilty and the proof's too big to hide? Or is someone powerful making sure he never bounces back? What do you think? Is Shannon being set up by the same people who made him a star? Or is this just him facing the consequences? Let me know in the comments, share your thoughts, and check out the next video. This story's just getting started.